Hey guys, welcome back. This is ChosenArchitect, and today we are going to be going through some bosses in the Twilight Forest. So, I hope you guys are ready. Today I think we should kind of go through some of the mods that are in here that are adventure based. So, today we're going to go through the Twilight Forest. And then I think next episode we might try to experiment with another dimension. But today I think we should be able to complete everything that the Twilight Forest has to offer as far as bosses go, and we should be able to get that done pretty quickly. And I'll go over all the techniques and things that I have learned along the way on how to do this. So I do need the map for this dimension. I think, let's see, map focus. We should be able to make the map focus and then use this to make the blank map. Now we're going to need this map while we're going through the Twilight Forest. It's really going to help us. And really, I don't know how you would do this without that map. So it's very important that you have it. Also, we're going to need a pretty decent sword. So this Nightblade is going to be more than enough to help us. We also might want to grab some boots that aren't broken. So let's see. We might be able to just repair the ones we have. Now, Flim Flam, don't want to deal with that. It has some random effects that can happen to us when we get hit and things like that. We have Frostwalker, Depth Strider, Protection is pretty nice. What's the protection on these? So this has Last Stand, right? So I definitely want to keep this on us. So let's get some diamond, and I'll just repair these real quick. And we'll get these boots back in working order. All right, diamonds, bam. Okay, so yeah, these will definitely be better. I just love Last Stand. Last Stand is a lifesaver. If you've never seen what it does, just make sure you have, a little bit of experience on you, and it could save your life. Believe me. I don't know if we're going to need too much of that, though. We will, however, need a bunch of storage. So I'm going to go ahead and keep some storage on me. We also have our warp stone, so we can always warp out. And I might even take a way stone if I have one, just to make it easier if we need to place a way stone and go back and forth between somewhere. But getting started, well, we're just going to have to jump into the portal here. Now, I did actually move it. It was over there in our base. As you can see, I kind of created a little walkway to it. I just like to have things connected and feel like it's a part of the base. And so that's why I built this pathway, kind of cleared this area out. And now we can just go in to this new dimension. Should load right up. All right. So now that we're in here, we need to go towards the first boss, and we can go ahead and activate this. I'm also going to throw this in the bag because we don't need it. It's my tool bag. Open up the magic map, and you can see that it's really nice. We have all these icons. We have bosses here. So this is a boss that I'm looking at right now, and this is the boss. Well, we do have a particular order that we need to follow. And if you hit L, probably the easiest way to see the progression. You go to the Twilight Forest tab, and bam, right here tells you exactly what you need to do to get through the Twilight Forest. Some tasks are not fully required, but you want to go towards the things that have these weird shapes around them, right? These are like main tasks that you do need to complete, and more things will branch off of it. And yeah, this is definitely the thing you need to follow. You can see right here, Bug Stomper. This is like defeat a maze, defeat a hedge mage. Maze, not head mage. This right here is talking about going to this tower. See right here, which is like the Lich Tower. This is the even Skells, which is the kill a mob. It says 2 remaining. So I think this is like 2 things, prerequisites or whatever beforehand. But yeah, we're about to do this. We're about to go after this. If you kind of follow that guide, you'll kind of be able to understand the progression that you need to do. So let's just go after the first boss, which is right here. And as soon as you get into this, like if you don't have flight, I mean, there's other ways to do this. But yeah, you just go after him. You can actually shoot any body part, right? You can shoot any part or hit any part, the tail, the body. It's all going to affect this guy. Just stay away from the head because the head will hurt you. Hey, just keep whacking at it. And eventually it'll get smaller and smaller. This is the Naga. Yeah. The ultimate Naga, and yeah, it does some major knockback. But with our armor, like, we can pretty much annihilate this guy, especially with his sword. It's just, yeah. Even the bow The bow is pretty powerful against it. Look at that. Crazy powerful. And you're going to get some drops, which are well worth it. Also, once you do this, you've unlocked new areas. So we have the Naga scale and we have the Naga Trophy. Of course, you can put the Naga Trophy on your head. And if you were turned into human form, it actually takes on this this form. You can also place these things too. They count as items. So you place the trophy, it looks like a head, which I really like. But of course, when you pick it up, it goes in item form. Naga scales are going to be used for creating armor. That is actually pretty decent. Pretty decent armor, especially when it's enchanted and things like that. All right, let's get back into our flight form, like the flying version of ourselves. And let's go to the next boss. So the next boss is going to be the Twilight Lich, the Lich King over here. And the best way to get up here if you have flight is to kind of go towards the top tower, because it's usually where it's going to be located at. If you're not going to do that, then you're probably going to want to find an entrance or break your way into the bottom here. That's usually the best way to go about this. And yeah, if you break your way in, let's see, sometimes you'll have like a little maze to get in, and then chests and things like that. Yeah, there are going to be, you know, things in here to kind of keep an eye out for. But we're going to make our way up here. Look at this. You already get stuck in a trap when you do this. Like, yeah. That's why I recommend just like if you're going after just trying to get through this, going through the bosses, so you can get to either specific material or things like that. Because there are some really cool building materials. I recommend doing this. Look at this. Yeah, you're going to get speed. Like, potion effects are not a bad thing to have. That's for sure. Yeah, you can see we're kind of stuck though. Like, we don't know where to go. Be careful breaking these walls because silverfish do lay dormant inside the walls. So we're going to head all the way up to the very top. Like I said, you kind of want to get to the middle of this building. The middle of the building, let's just kind of, let me show you here what the middle of the building looks like. If we say enter from this side here. Yeah, it's going to be a bunch of spawners. And you're going to have a staircase that leads all the way up to the top here. Should be very nice. Alright, you're dead. And you'll have these books. Oh, can I get... Oh yeah, I'm able to turn into one of those books. So yeah, we're going to head all the way up here, and then thus the Twilight Lich. Now, this boss does require a few steps. You're going to want... It's going to fire Ender Pearl at you. You're going to want to punch the Ender Pearl back as if it's a ghast, but at the main Lich. Yeah. Right? At the main Lich. And be careful, because those fireballs do hurt. Ow. Yeah, we're about to die, by the way. We are about to die. Oh my gosh. Yeah, a bit more powerful than I was expecting. You can't really do anything, though. Yeah, you can come down here and you can try and get away a little bit every now and then. There we go. Let's kill that guy. Sometimes those guys can drop enchanted books, by the way. All right, let's get back into this. Okay. It all depends on what direction these fire... Yeah, there we go. I just hit one. You're gonna want to avoid the fireballs. All right. There we go. This is a pretty good example. There we go. We just hit two, and that's the fireball, man. That one hurt. And you can just punch these. All right, I seen a fireball coming. All right, so now this is vulnerable, so we can go around. And she's using a summoning staff, or he's using a summoning staff, to summon in those zombies. And yeah, right there, we just killed it. So not too difficult. Let's go ahead and dump our loot here because we are picking up a lot of junk along the way. But one thing we did get is the zombie Scepter. This basically summons in minions for you. And we also got a Lich Trophy. So with this boss killed, it does unlock some more areas that we couldn't get to before, that we would be kind of trapped or we would take damage and things like that. So now with this available, we have a few more options. We can start going to the maze over here. And you kind of see this little like dragon head. Yeah, that's going to be a boss that we're going to need to focus on. But we can't actually get to the main area where this thing is at. Because first, we need to find these like little hills that you kind of see marked on the map that I'm right above. And they're going to look like this. Yeah, this thing is a maze. And you go right to the middle of it. You go right in here, and you're going to enter into the maze. Now, the maze can be kind of confusing, and I do recommend torches. I don't currently have torches, I don't think. I have my illumination wand. So we can just use the illumination wand to find our way through here. But this can take a while, right? This stuff is very nice, though. You are going to find a lot of loot chests. But be wary, there's only certain items that you are going to need. You don't really want to fill your entire inventory full of junk. You want to find a room that's kind of like this, though. But placing lights kind of help you know where you have and haven't been. And your mini-map can kind of do a little bit to help you with it as well. But you're on the lookout for a couple of items, like the Charm of Keeping. That's one in particular. And if you need food, you can always find food and things like that. Steel leaf is also used to make a particular kind of armor, which is always nice to have. And then, yeah, maze wafers is just food. So if you get hungry, you can usually find it along your way. So eventually you'll come across a room that looks like this, and yeah, there's gonna be a little bit of trouble here, because there are spawners. You're gonna find some minotaurs, and I just recommend breaking these spawners for now, just to kind of chill things out. But you gotta be careful, because some of these have pressure plates that items can get to, that can cause some problems. So you might want to keep an eye out for that. Also, I ended up finding this Twilight Oak Sapling, which is kind of cool. That was in one of the chests. Go ahead and throw stuff. That's what I said. You're going to definitely need a lot of loot bags for the loot that you're going to find just in this. Like, you're going to find a lot of stuff here. But you're actually looking for a maze map focus. That is one of the things that I'm actually looking for. And I think you usually find them on the next level. You can find them here, though. Oh, right here, a map focus. I totally looked over it. So this is going to be very helpful. This thing will basically show you and let you track out the maze that is going to be on the current level that you're on. Now, I'm on this level, there's a level below me, and there's another level below that, I do believe. I think there's 3 levels to this. And we're still on the first level, and this usually, I think, is probably the most tedious part of the Twilight Forest as a whole. This one, and there's another place that is pretty tedious as well. But this one is by far the worst. So this is kind of the structure you're looking for when you want to go to the next level. And we just break through and drop down. Make sure to place some lights. And yeah, don't be so worried about, getting out. As long as you have a warp stone, you should be fine. Also, if you want to go back to your base and make the map, you certainly can. Or you can make your way back up. If you were to find wood, that'd be really nice. You can make a crafting table. And with the paper that you find in here, you should be able to manage. But I have not really found any large quantities of wood. But look at this. We have mushrooms. We are now on the next level of this thing. Which, yeah. Oh, this guy just dropped a map focus, I believe. Wow. Nice. Also, you encounter a lot of weird creatures in these areas. Like, besides that, you're going to encounter, things that shoot slime at you, like fire beetles, all kinds of crazy beetles and things like that, which are really cool. But if I remember correctly, this does have 3 levels, or this actually might be the bottom level of this maze. Because I'm starting to see the mushrooms, which kind of leads me to believe that this might be the bottom layer. Because you're actually looking for a mushroom boss, a minotaur boss. Look at this thing. Look how cute he is. Look at this cutie. Oh, it's leading me to the other bad guys. Yeah, you're gonna find a bigger version of this. Oh yeah. So yeah, you definitely want to take advantage of these rooms. Like I said, they're gonna provide map focuses, which give you access to a secret room that you can only find if you have the map focus, and you have a map made. So that's another good use for it. Yeah, I don't need anything else here. break this thing so we don't have these guys spawning on us anymore. I love how these have traps. I kind of want to show you what happens with the trap. All right, you can stop hitting me now. You can quit. You can quit that. All right, stop it. Watch what happens, though, when we set this off. You think we might be able to do it here? Oh, yeah. This, yeah, is what you don't want to be standing by. But as you can see, you can't cheat this. You can't mine down. Even though I could potentially mine through this eventually, there's bedrock. So, yeah, there's no way we're getting around this maze. We have to do the maze. Well, I thought there was more levels to this, but I guess it's just the one we went through at the first and this one right here, because this is the boss. Yeah, and we should be able to get back here just in case, so I don't have to go back through the maze in case we die. We will place this here just in case, because I have actually died here before, and it is kind of a pain once that happens, yeah, to make it out. Let's spawn this thing, and we want to stay out of its path. It's kind of like a mini boss, and, well, that was a little easier than I thought. So, let's pick up our map and call it good, right? Because, yeah, that was a lot easier than I was expecting. This, though, the stroganoff, is actually an item required for us to eat in order for us to get an advancement to move forward, right? So we actually have to eat that. It is one of our advancements. I'm gonna go ahead and take all of the loot from here. We're probably gonna take a trip back home, because I do want to use this map focus. So I'm gonna leave this here, but I am kind of looking here, and I think that this area right here, because we can kind of see it on the map, which is kind of cheaty in my opinion. But I'm pretty sure this is the area that holds the room that, yeah, we would technically have to slowly break through in order to get to it. Let's just, actually, you know what, before we head back, let's just kind of look here and see. Now, we got to be really careful because there's TNT lining the area. And if we're not careful, that TNT will explode, right? So we definitely want to prepare ourselves. And we probably want an efficiency pick for this. Let's just take a look at our map again, right here. So this area right here is where we need to go. So let's kind of line this up. So we're roughly in the center, right? And we don't have a magnet, so this could be really dangerous if we're not careful. But it does take a long time to break through this. So I think that this is where the secret room is. I'm going to slowly but surely break through here while standing next to this so the items don't drop. And I need to break the first block, the top block first, in order to make sure these don't drop on a pressure plate. And yeah, we should slowly but surely make our way into that secret room. It does have a lot of pretty decent loot in it. So here we go. I just broke this area. Now I'm going to break the pressure plates because I do not want that triggering anything. And I don't remember if there's a trap chest in here or not. That would be awful as well. So just to be on the safe side, I'm going to break all the TNT. You can see there was 16 of them. And yeah, I need to make my way in here. Hopefully, yeah, we get like a maze breaker, like right away. That'd be really nice. Go ahead and throw all this stuff in here for now. Punch an infinity bow. That's really nice. All right, I need to like get into this corner. It's nice if you get the maze breaker because it's a little bit faster, I think, than this current pick is. I think it has like efficiency 5 on it or something like that. Something really fast. Alright, so nothing in this chest, so it must be in here. Did we really not get a maze breaker? Out of all of that? No maze breaker. Well, that's kind of a bummer. Oh well. Yeah, usually you'll find a pick in here that has... That's called a maze breaker, but we didn't get lucky. We really didn't. That's super unfortunate. Now with my inventory nice and clear, we should be able to take on this guy. I do, however, need to consume this food right here. And I think we have to, we have to get our hunger down for sure. But let's get our hunger down somewhat. I guess I'm gonna have to jump a bunch. Oh man, I was hungry, and like this area will not unlock until we've dropped our hunger. You know what? A good way to do that, I guess, we'd break stuff. That definitely drops the hunger down a bit, doesn't it? There we go. Okay, so now I should be able to eat this, and eating this will unlock that area over here. So we have Mighty Stroganoff. And now we should not be set on fire when we enter this area. Perfect. We're not. This is what we're looking for, though, because we're about to go after the Hydra. That's right. The multi-headed dragon of doom. Right here. Now, this guy will shoot fireballs at us. And it is best, that we just kind of hit them back, because that's kind of what it will do. So it's going to shoot these. And we throw them back at them, and they'll explode near them. Probably need to be a little bit closer. Also recommend having blast protection while you have this guy. Oh man, you're shooting the wrong way. There we go. We should get some flame balls this way. But you can also start taking them out. If you have flight, here's a trick, right? So there are certain parts of this guy that will start taking damage. Each of the heads will, of course, take damage. Bows, by the way, do not work on this guy. So once you start hurting a head, you'll see that its health bar drops. That head is gone, but it's not exactly gone. Let's just put it that way. Let's knock this head out. And voila. This guy is done for. Nice. So yeah, you can do it multiple different ways. If you have flight, you can kind of cheese it like I just did. So something that you definitely want to farm eventually is fairy blood, because this stuff is really good. You can make some really nice armor and stuff like that. And when this stuff is enchanted, oh man, it can be really nice. And like it lights attackers on fire and stuff like that. So of course, with the head, you do have this fantastic looking head that you can wear, and of course doesn't move because it's super hilarious in this pack. But yet again, having this as your mount is, or not mount, having this as your morph, probably the best option. So with that all said and done, by the way, I also threw this on because it has some really nice speed. Look how fast we can run. Oh yeah. This also has some ore and stuff you can usually find in here. It's pretty nice. I don't know. This guy is definitely one thing to go after. And these Hydra chops, oh man, are these Hydra chops the bomb. Like, whenever these are cooked, like, I'm pretty sure these can be cooked, right? Oh, maybe not. So just them by themselves just restore so much. Look at that, 36 saturation. That's a lot of saturation to be restored. So what do we do after we beat this guy? Well, we need to move on to the wintry biomes. Or we can go over here. This is probably actually the best, the other alternative, is to go into the deep forest, or the dense forest that you'll find over here. And there's going to be two different structures, but I think we need to save this for the next episode. And we're going to dive into this, this part of the Twilight Forest boss section. So, yeah, this is going to be a two-parter to be able to complete this for sure. But, yeah, doing some exploring, going through here, collecting the items that we have, will allow us to make a nice little Twilight Forest trophy room, which is always beautiful and nice to have. So, guys, I hope you enjoyed today's episode. If you did, don't forget to click that subscribe button if you haven't already, and also give this video, guys, a huge thumbs up. I really appreciate it. I'll see you in the next episode, and as always, thanks for watching.